Speaking of results, Alex, I know when you guys did your implementation, you actually rolled it out as an A/B test. Could you maybe speak to some of the specific results you saw from that A/B test?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the great benefits of the composable product stack from Salesforce. The fact that you can use managed runtime to send traffic to the new site versus the old experience. So I touched on it before, but actually what we did do was we kept our UX and design essentially the same. So what we wanted was a really fair test to isolate a single metric, which was site speed, to understand the effect that had on bounce rate and progress through the funnel. So did that increase the number of pages per session and the amount of products viewed by a customer? Were they using their basket differently because it was easier to browse our products and use the basket? So by keeping the UX and the design the same, that allowed us to have a really fair test. So we also wanted to make sure that there was nothing that we'd introduced into the new build that was causing a fundamental issue for our customers. Even though we'd done all the QA and the end-to-end testing, you can never be sure, especially as we were heading into the final quarter of the year and such a key period of trading. So the first release that we did, we started off with 10% of the traffic going to the new PWA or composable storefront experience and the remaining 90 going to the existing site. We gave it a good couple of days to run and really made sure that we were comfortable that the key metrics were performing, and we could see that, like 40 to 70% improvements in site speed, time to DOM across all of our key pages, and a real reduction, so over a 30% reduction in bounce rate. So we were pretty confident at that stage that everything from sort of order completion rates and the sort of page level metrics of people building their baskets successfully, that we were good to push on. So we nudged that up to 25%, and the results continued to reinforce what we'd seen on the smaller audience, and then we went up to 50-50, and as we started to get more and more traffic through, our confidence built. So in the space of, I'd say, 3 weeks, we went from 10% all the way up to going to 75%, and then we made the decision to go to 100% about a week before Black Friday, which I think, yeah, that definitely felt like one of the riskiest decisions we've ever been part of. But I think the other reassuring thing was, we always had the option to switch if we were concerned, but actually the ability to hotfix with managed runtime as well is so different. As Scott's just explained, the normal time that you have to set aside to make a hotfix in the previous stack was really significant. There'd only be certain times of the day that you could do it without potentially impacting replications or trading activities, whereas with the managed runtime setup, we were really, really comfortable that I think there was a day that we had to make 2 or 3 different hotfixes, but we were able to progress and take control of that. So we implemented a monitoring tool called Sentry as well, and had a real hypercare team of our support crew around it, so that we could make sure that we were monitoring all the kind of vital signs to really sort of safeguard that. But the payback was phenomenal, and I'd say by December we had broken even on the cost of doing the work with the upside in revenue that we saw.
Amazing.